October it'll be 13 years. And we're now in this next downturn. I think that's going to be the downturn where we actually start to see competitors actually change their cost model in order to grow their brokerage, to grow their model, to be sustainable. It's hard to justify a 6 or 7% franchise fee and then a 70-30 split with your agents, and then be able to pay for your bricks and mortar when you've got a company like EXP out there, charges no franchise fee, has an 80-20 split, has a rev share model, has an equity model, and effectively has put the agents in the position of broker owner in a number of different ways. And so when you think about, what's the next generation of real estate brokerage going to look like? Well, we're already in. I mean, obviously there will be another generation of brokerage at some point. We're 13 years into what potentially is a 20-year run to where we get to kind of, we'll call it our large size brokerage. And so, that's still another 7 years off. We look at the idea that the next 5 years or so, we could be at 500,000 agents. We're going to be in 100 countries eventually. We will be the largest single real estate brokerage in the United States, largest single brokerage in the world, certainly the largest brand in real estate in the world. We're already the number 3 brand in the U.S. by agent count. So next year, we'll probably be the number 2 brand. We'll most likely pass Coldwell Banker and be the number 2 brand. And then, then another couple of years out, maybe by 2025 or so, we should be the largest single brand in the United States. So, Keller Williams currently has that, position in the marketplace. But my guess is that we'll be there. And it's really just because we put the agents first. Agents have been the number 1 focus for us from day one. It's kind of an interesting paradigm too, because when you think about it, we're doing this video at our shareholder summit. And most companies, they say, what's the purpose of a business? And the purpose of the business for most people is to quote unquote make money. And you think about, what does that mean? Well, who does it make money for? It's usually make money for the shareholders. And the ironic part is that we're actually building this company for the agents. And what's also interesting is because of that, our shareholders are actually winning more in EXP than they win in virtually any other brand. So if you look at the fact that we have a higher market cap than Compass, than Redfin, than Remax, than all of realty, with all of the brands, C21, Coldwell Banker, Sotheby's, the whole iron, our market cap is actually higher than all of these different real estate brands. And we did it with no debt. Obviously, we've no bricks and mortar to speak of. And then you think about where we're going right now. We're going into the slowing market. We're going into, certainly the housing market is going to go into a recession. You can't go from 3% interest rates to 6% interest rates and not change the velocity of real estate transactions. It's physically impossible for those not to go down. And so you're going to see these companies, some that carry a lot of debt, some that carry a lot of fixed bricks and mortar expenses, and they're basically going to be struggling, and potentially we could see some big names going out of business the next 4 or 5 quarters. Names that have raised over the years hundreds of millions, if not over $1 billion of money for their enterprise to kind of build their model. And EXP, we never raised money. We did a little small friends and family round back when we started. It literally was $150,000. I mean, we're talking very small. In 2008 to 2009, well, we built the EXP model. I think in early 2018, we did another small internal round as well.